Welcome to another Wise Maths and Science video. The graph shows the velocity v in meters per second of a particle in t seconds after it starts to move. Here is the velocity time graph. Work an estimate for the gradient of the graph at t equals 3. So if we're looking at t equals 3, we're focusing over here and we're going to focus at this particular point over here. So we need to create a gradient over here. And so if that is the case, we need to draw a gradient line over here to establish something over here so we can work out exactly what the gradient is here at that particular point. So let's complete this triangle over here. And so therefore you should get something like this. Let's work it out. So the gradient over here is equal to, this is for part A, the gradient is 60 take away 10, which is going to give you 50, and then 4.5 take away 0 is 4.5. So let's write that in, and therefore you're going to get something like this. The difference of the y over the difference of the x is going to be a positive gradient sliding from the left going upwards, so over 4.5, which is the same as doing 500 over 45. Now what we're going to do, we're going to divide this one by 5, so therefore you get 100 over 9, and this is approximately 9 times 9 times 11 is 99, so it's approximately 11, so therefore it's going to be 11 meters per second, and that is going to be your the estimate of the gradient. So it will be 11 meters per second, or you can write 11 meters per second squared. Okay, what does this gradient represent? This represents the acceleration. It represents the acceleration at t equals 3 seconds. Okay, now it says over here, work out an estimate for the distance the particle travelled in the first 6 seconds. Use 3 strips of equal width. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to break this down then. So 6 take away 0 is 6, and then divide that by 3 is going to give you 2. So we need to break it down. So we need to start creating some strips over here. So we've got one over here, another strip over here, and another one over here. Create a triangle over here. And we're looking to create some trapezoids over here, and let's label it up then. So let's call this A. There's a triangle, there's a trapezium, and there's another trapezium. Okay, so therefore let's label it up. That could be, for example, A, this may be B, and this may be C. Okay, so to working out for part B, I'll do it over here. So the distance that we travel for A is equal to a half multiplied by the base, which is 2, multiplied by the height, which is 30, which works out half times 2 is 1, so which works out to be 30 meters. I'll write that over there, 30 meters. Now for part B, over here, you need to work out the area of the trapezium. It's going to work out to be a half, and then you're going to get 30 plus 50, 30 plus 50, and then multiply by the perpendicular height. 4 take away 2 is 2, a half times 2 is 1, and then 1 times 30 plus 50, which is 80. 80 times 1 is just 80 meters. So let's write that in. That's going to give us 80 meters. Let's see what happens at C. Same procedure for the trapezium. It's a half, so it's going to be 50 plus 60, and the perpendicular height once again is 2. So 2 times a half is 1. 1 multiplied by the sum of 50 plus 60, which is 110. And then let's place that over here. And then let's add that up and work out an estimate for the total distance over here. So you've got 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is 0. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 1 is 12. Carry the 1. And therefore your final answer should work out to be 220, so approximately 220 meters. I hope you found this useful. Please do like, share and subscribe, as it gives me encouragement to make more videos. Thank you. Goodbye.